Hello, this is Survival-gyver, and my apologies for my voice, but I'm trying to get my voice back after losing it earlier in the week, so I'm a little behind in the videos, but please bear with me. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Seatosummit Delta Cutlery set. Now, obviously I have a lot of these different kinds of cutlery sets, whether it be sporks or knives or stuff for food, specifically. Because a lot of people either give them to me or, I'm interested in trying something a little different or putting in a different kit. So this is made by Seatosummit, which actually makes some really nice collapsible bowls, and they have plate sets and cup sets and all sorts of things. So this is, as I said, the Delta Cutlery set, which is actually designed for their Delta bowl and pot set. However, this actually works really well if, say, you have going to work and you have a lunch kit with you, like a bento box or something of that nature. Or if you're just hiking and you want something super light, this is ultra light. The spoon, the fork, and the knife, it is a serrated knife, and the carabiner is only 1 ounce, or 29 grams. 1 ounce for all of it. And they're not super small. They're probably a little smaller than a regular dinnerware set. But not crazy small. And I'll show you in just a moment what I mean by that. So these are BPA free, they're dishwasher safe. They come in a variety of colors. They have I think an orange, there's a blue, and I think there's a yellow or a gray. I forgot what the other color is. Obviously I have the blue one here. So it's designed to fit their small pot set. Includes a locking carabiner, which actually has a cool function in just a moment. I'll show you. Put these back together here. So if you see the carabiner, it's got a weird design to it and this little leg piece here. It is a working carabiner. I wouldn't climb with it, but do anything you want with it. So you don't want your stuff bouncing around, making noise. You can actually lock them together. Like that. Locks in between. Carabiner still works as how it was designed. You can put it off, like a bottle or your backpack, clip it onto something. Now it doesn't shake. So people like myself that are sensitive to some noises, that's a nice way to keep things quiet. I like that. It's a good design for that. Obviously, it's not something I would put a lot of weight on because it is mostly plastic, but it is a nice touch that you can do that where you don't have this problem. And this is the GSI set. One that has just the tether on the end of this one. If that's bouncing around in your backpack, that would drive me crazy. It's a good set because it's longer. That is much bigger than that one. So that's a long set. This is like a medium to short set, but it's not super short. Let's see, it's food grade, dishwasher safe, as I said. The spoon, capacity on the spoon, which is important on some of the dry meals and ice cream and such. It's a soup spoon. It's a 1 dessert spoon size, so it's about 10 milliliters or 0.33 fluid ounces. So that's not too bad for a spoon. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is not an ultra small set, because then there's this. That is a spork by Bumblebee Tuna. So, for my lunch, I typically have one of these packs. 110 calories, 16 grams of protein, not bad. 2.6 ounces. That would get covered up. So you get your hand in tuna, as long as you don't mind that. That's an annoyance. So here's the Bumblebee Tuna one. It says spork included, no draining required, blah blah blah. I cut the spork out so you can see the size. It's still sealed at the top. That would just about make it. And it folds. This one folds That's how you find it in the package at the top. And then if you're lucky and it doesn't break, I've had a few break, that will just barely make it to the bottom of that container. Some people have problems with it, some people don't. I'm one of the people that have problems with it. I do save the sporks just in case in an emergency I do need a spoon for something. I'll have one, even though I wouldn't rely on it. But if you look at, say, this, that's big enough. That'll get all the way to the bottom and then some, and you still keep your hand dry. Only you just use a fork. Fork will work too. Fork size. You're making a sandwich. Hey, look at that. You could still spread this with that just fine. And of course, these all come off the carabiner. You don't have to have them on the carabiner. There you go from there. Let's see. Can I see what that says in here? Patent pending and made in China. So, unfortunately, it's made in China. If that bothers you. But Seatosummit is a good company. They do a lot of good things for a lot of backpackers and ultralighters. So, that's not so bad. So that is the Seatosummit Delta Cutlery set. Not super small. It's not that size small. And it's not that size big. It's right in the middle. So, again, lunch container would be perfect for it. These little bags like this that I bring for lunch, be perfect for them. Even the cans, if you get one of the cans, hopefully you won't have to drain them. Some of them you do. This will be fine for it. This would be oversized, would probably be too big to use in one of those packages. If you're using something like an oatmeal that's a deep package, let's see if I can show you, which is, I can see how bad my is. There we go. So this is a huge package in comparison to that. So, would you want to use this small little one on this gigantic bag? No, I wouldn't do that. Could you use this? This one is fine for the small one, and your hand would be well inside the vegetable stew, in this case for the oatmeal. And then you have something like a GSI, which you'd still probably be in the stew, but not as much because it is a larger container. And they do have even longer ones, like the Human Gear Duo, and I think the Gerber Spork, Devour Spork were the really long ones, which would easily do this. So it all depends on what you're going to be using, what kind of food you're going to bring with you on your hike or your camping. If you're going to use something small like this, or something as large as like the Gerber Devour. So everything has its own place as needed. This will also be good for kids because it is small, they're easy to handle, and they're very light. Easy to wash. And the price isn't too bad. I'm going to leave a link in the description for Amazon, which is actually higher than everywhere else I've seen it. I'll also put a link to Seatosummit from their website directly, so you can see it there as well. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll take care of them. Excuse me. Please, if there's anything interests you, please like and subscribe, and there'll be more stuff coming soon. Hopefully I'll get my voice back soon. And that's it. Thank you for watching and have a glorious day.